collective. What I was getting is that you ruffled some feathers. Okay, let me explain. For some of you guys, you may have felt this powerful gust of cosmic wind. What that is divine authority. Some of you guys have been given a new rank of divine spiritual authority. And because you have this gust of wind behind you, it may have been making you a little bit more bold. Why? Because you've been told to walk in that authority, to stand in that authority, because you're carrying a lot of truth, right? And so as you've been walking in this authority, what you may not see is a side eye or a ruffling of the feathers. As I was telling you earlier, you're ruffling feathers because it's like, wait a minute, where did you get this authority? Where did you get this boldness? And why are you right? Why am I scared? Why am I intimidated? Why I feel like I got to look over my shoulder now? Why I feel like I need to tread carefully when I speak on the collective? Well, they feel that divine authority backing you up. Okay. Now, before people recognize or before they started feeling it, they was getting a little jazzy maybe, or maybe they, are used to being like that. They're always like that, right? People in your life, people at work, people wherever this may apply in your life. But they was always used to having their way with you or maybe with those around. But recently, this second wind or this gust of cosmic wind that has this divine authority with you speaking up and being bold, it's making people realize, wait a minute, something about you shifted, changed, and there's nothing they can do about it. Something brand new and exciting just got added to my website, waterstarvibes.com, introducing digital image collections, where you're going to get 100 different pieces to create your oracle cards, book covers, and so much more. And right now, I got 3 different sets available: couples, dripping heart clouds, and cotton candy cloud creatures. And while you're over there, make sure you get your copy of the Alternate Reality Tarot Deck and Guidebook, as well as the Pink Carnival Tarot. Hit it up right now, waterstarvibes.com. Okay, let's go ahead and let's jump into these vibes. All right, we're going to start with the Oracle card, and then we're going to be using the Tarot. Very first card up, what do we have? Ooh, daydreams and decisions. Okay, first thing I just got is reconsidering. And then the daydreams. It's like I'm getting a rumination, like somebody can't stop thinking about it. You did something recently and somebody can't stop thinking about it. They at work, looking out the window, can't stop thinking about it. They're at home, they cooking, food burning, and then they realize, they pop back into reality because it's something about what you did. You said you walked into your authority, you walked into the room, you made stuff happen, whatever it was that you did. It has someone reconsidering, stuck in their head, stuck in their thoughts, having daydreams, trying to figure out what just happened. Okay. Now, I'm also getting it for some of you guys, these daydreams and decisions. This is you. You're getting a lot of cosmic information, and now you're understanding your spiritual authority. You're understanding this divine authority that has been bestowed upon you. So now you got some decisions to make. You probably been sitting there trying to figure out, okay, well, now that I know who I am and now that I know what power I hold, what I'm going to do next. Okay. So you need to start leaning into that energy, leaning into that power. Okay. Also, the thing that I'm getting with decisions is that it's something that you did, and now someone is reconsidering a decision. They had a decision made about you. Now it's like, I got to go back and I got to think about them decisions. Okay. Also, somebody's thinking about past decisions that they made. As you now step into this authority, somebody thinking about the decisions they made in the past, and it's like, wait a minute now. I hope they don't come back to bite me in the butt now that they got a little authority. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and let's jump to these vibes. Very first card up, you ruffled some feathers with that last move, baby. Ooh, King of Balloons. Then I tell you, you are carrying the truth. God put this divine authority on you, and now you're carrying it well. This is how you look when you stand in your authority. No offense, ladies. I'm not saying you look like a man, but I'm just saying you got that powerful energy behind you, where in the spirit, people may be like, oh, that's why I'm intimidated. That's why they got me, my feathers ruffling. Okay, it says the epitome of true authenticity. God is a real person, like not a real person. You know what I'm saying? Like he is authentic. God is for real. You know what I mean? God ain't lying. God ain't pretending. You know what I'm saying? So when God chooses you to get that divine authority, you real. You authentic. You true. Right? And that fake people is like, oof. They see me. They start malfunctioning. You know what I mean? So this is also for some of you guys, remember I was saying you're walking in that authority. When you look up this card, the traditional meaning, authority is one of the words. Some of y'all have been put in your kingly position, male or female, take how it applies. Okay. And the reason why I'm saying it, like, especially with women too, is because like you had to walk in that energy. Ain't nobody else around to do it. So you've been called to do it. Okay. So take your role seriously. And for some of y'all, this is what you need to see what you look like. So you can stop being timid and not saying what you got to say. Say it. If it needs to be said, say it. Okay. For a lot of you guys, you don't even understand how much truth you hold. But you'd be surprised when you speak up, when you say stuff, other people be like, they'll fold like a lawn chair. Okay. Stand up. All right. What's going on behind the scenes? Let's give the collective something that they do not know. Up. I know what card it is. My cat chewed it up. It's the 3 of tokens. Okay, it says collaborating leads to increased financial benefits. So behind the scenes, what you can't see is now there are people like looking at blueprints and maps. There are people who want to work with this divine authority that you have. There are people who are even actually studying this. Well, who was that? Well, what did they do? Well, what are they doing? This last move, it ruffled some feathers, but you garnered some attention. This last move, something that you did, it put you in that divine position. And now there are people like, wait a minute, we need to be where they are. We need to do what they doing. Okay, hot air balloon. This person is up, elevated, and you got people who are looking. Also, what I'm getting is there are people now in groups. Remember I said something about somebody is reconsidering? So they're pulling out the paperwork again. They're pulling out the blueprint, the decisions, all of the things that they were supposed to be doing. And it's like something about going over the plan again. Okay. Some people had plans for you. And now they're rewiring those plans. I'm even getting renegotiating. Some people was trying to give you like a page type check. But now that they see this authority, like, oh, that's what we're dealing with. Now they got back together, like, okay, let's increase, let's raise that, because they definitely need more. Okay. So this is what's happening. There's lots of discussions. Okay. I'm also getting something about like you are a market and your value just went up. Your value just went up, okay? And it could be spiritual rank, all that kind of stuff. But when God put that wind behind you, it's like you did something or you said something that it's like, ooh, who was that? It's giving very much so Avatar, where you know that big thing was flying in the sky. Nobody on the whole planet could get it. But then this guy comes from Earth and he gets his consciousness put in the Avatar and he's able to come up with a strategic plan. I'm going to go above it. It never has a reason to look up because nothing is higher than it. But if I go higher than it, then I can come swoop down on it. I can sneak up on it. And he was able to get this flying monster thing that nobody on the whole planet could ever get. And when he brought that thing down to the planet, everybody's like, you know, now he has to be the king. Now he got to be the leader. He is the chosen one. He is the one because nobody in the whole history of this whole planet was able to do that. And this is what you're doing. God has chose you to have a strategy to do something that nobody on the planet has done before. And it's turning heads and it's ruffling feathers. Okay. Get ready to be that person. All right. Now, ain't nobody said you got to be the king, the one everybody looking at you all bowing down. No, we ain't doing that. But as far as God elevating you and putting you in that position, yeah, that's what we doing. All right. What's good? Oh, whoa. I said what's good. And 4 cards jump over. Trust your intuitive abilities. This is the high priestess leaving it all behind. Somebody who was coming for you, they turned around and redirected themselves very quickly. Okay. Somebody was on their way to say something. I was getting this earlier. There are things behind the scenes that are being blocked on your behalf that you have no idea. There were people who was on the way and tripped and fell and bust their face and their teeth came out on their way to come yelling, screaming, cuss you out. You see what I'm saying? Things happen behind the scenes. You've seen people busted up and messed up, and you were like, oh, so poor them. That whole time they was on their way to get you. Okay, anyway, a dream come true. Some of you guys are getting this second wind behind you, this cosmic wind, this divine authority put, and it's bringing your dreams into manifestation. Okay, a lot of things are coming into fruition for you, but watch this. 7 of teddy bears. Okay, you got a lot of choices, you got a lot of decisions. It's the same card, by the way. Okay, the same energy. You got daydreams, you got decisions, you got a whole bunch of choices, you got things that you can do with this new power, with this new authority. You got this, you got some power now. You got to choose, pick and choose your battles, and pick and choose how you move forward dealing with people. Pick and choose who moves with you to the next level and who stays behind. Pick and choose who you work with. All that glitters ain't gold. Every piece of money, every check ain't a good check. You know what I mean? All money ain't good money type things. So keep that in mind as you're moving forward. Also, with this, trust your intuitive abilities. Again, you got a truth in you that you're supposed to be speaking boldly, without no fear. You're supposed to say it. You feel what I mean? And you know what it is. You're getting the downloads, right? It's in your intuition. It's in your core. I was telling y'all in the other video, it's in your tears, right? All of that information, all your blueprints and everything. So look there. Let's see what we have in our low vibrational position. Some you got to watch out for was the feathers that have been ruffled. Maybe they need to watch out for something. What do we got? Ooh, the Empress. I just heard dethroned. My God. And it ain't even a thing of you trying to do that. Okay. Because in any other position, the Empress is the highest feminine energy in the deck, right? Closely running with that High Priestess. But it's like on one end, you used your spirit, you used your intuition. In any other position, you know, this person is more bossed up, but in the low vibrational position, dethroned. Your intuitive abilities helped you do something that somebody in position with all of the resources in the world couldn't even do. Okay. And also, this is the person whose feathers you ruffle. Now, I love the Empress in any other position. The Empress is great, is wonderful, but it's like, wait a minute. Okay. Remember I was saying, people are looking at you different. So imagine the Empress on Avatar said, nobody could ever in the history of never get that dragon flying thing out of the sky. It's just there forever. But with strategy, with an intuitive download from God, with something, with a plan that nobody else had, a blueprint nobody else had, you was able to do something that this person said could never happen. And everybody was looking at this person like, you know everything. And then you came and it's like, oh. So just the same way they was looking at you like, wow, look at you so different. It make you look at the other person like, wait a minute. But I thought you said, you see what I'm saying? So it just makes somebody else look a little different. Anyway, let's just move forward. Somebody has been dethroned or someone has been proven wrong. This jumps out for the next 7 to 14 days. Enjoy your solid groundwork and reliable support network. So as you are moving forward, you may have ruffled some feathers, but you also found your tribe. You speaking up, saying what you have to say is sending out a signal all over the world, like a bat signal, right? And everybody who is on that frequency can see it, right? Can see the signal. And y'all are all either joining together in the power of synergism, or you're actually physically about to manifest this tribe if you don't already have them, if they're not already here with you. Okay. So this is the people. These are the people you're supposed to be rocking with moving forward with this divine authority. All right. Bottom of the deck. What do we have? Ooh, 7 of tokens. Okay. It says the seed you plant will determine the harvest you reap. So now that you have this divine authority, right? And I must point it out because it's here. The 777. Yeah, it's like luck is on your side. Favor is here for you. The divine authority is behind you. You got the ability to do some things. So now that you know what you can do, now that you know, like you have to, like you were given the assignment to speak up and use your voice. Now what you going to do? What seeds are you going to plant? Okay, that's what you need to be figuring out. So that's what I give for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, get in the comment section. Let me know how this video resonates with you. And make sure you run over to my website, waterstarvibes.com, where you can now grab digital collections of images so you can create your own creations. And you can also get the alternate reality tarot, the deck and the guidebook, as well as the Pink Carnival Tarot, which is the deck that I used today. Okay, so thank you guys so much once again, and I'll see y'all in the next video.